Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to round 3 of the Sony Open here in Hawaii. After two great opening rounds, the first round where we shot a 12 under, round 2 which was absolutely spectacular where we shot a round of 16 under. We do progress here to round 3. Conditions are still the same, wet, windy, but today we are playing with 99% of the golfing aids turned off. We've got everything turned off bar the green grids, which will be turned off for the final round on day 4. But this is moving day. Really need to progress here and give myself a good lead going into the final round where, like I say, we will have all aids turned off and it will be true sim golf. Waialae Country Club, hole 1, par 4. Stroke index 13, playing 348 yards. I'd probably say we've got about 9 mile per hour winds here. Looks like a decent opening shot. Maybe just pulled that slightly to the left. But we are going to find the left hand side of the fairway. And that should leave us a flop shot into the first green here. 44 yards. Crazy pin location. Look at the runoff either side of the green there, the way it sloped. Oh wow, that has went really far past the flag there. Can't believe the flop shot went as far as that. Surely he must have put a fast on it. We must have been on a downhill slope. It really picked up the yardage in that one. So an 18-foot putt here for par. This one is going to turn to the right. Huge swing on this one. It's a good weight. Just didn't turn as much as we'd have liked, and we are going to start the opening hole with a par. But Brandon Steele is the current co-leader at 6 under par. He does share that lead with Cameron Davis, the Australian. But Tony Finau, what a round he's having here. He's really going to push me this round by the looks of things. Great to see Tony Finau here. But what a round from Russell Knox yesterday, guys. He shot a 5 under par to go into tied third at 5 under. So can we get close on this par 3? Oh, it must be another fast. I have pulled that so much if it's not a fast. Missed the green altogether, so that's going to leave us a 15-yard shot. But Webb Simpson, also my tip, shot a 4 under yesterday, and he's really put himself back into contention here on moving day. He is 3 under, tied 17th. And that is not the best of flop shots, not the best of starts to this round. That is going to leave me an 18-foot putt. Once again, it's really going to swing from left to right. Has that got the legs? It looks like it's got the line, and what a putt that is. What an important putt that could well be. We do still have a 5-shot lead here at the top. Tony Finau is currently second on the leaderboard. I'd really like to get a good lead here on moving day at the 2020 Sony Open and really give myself an opportunity going into the final round where I'm going to have no aids on whatsoever. And going by some of the pin locations here early in the third round, that could well be a sign of things to come in the fourth round where we're going to have some brutal greens. Once again, it's a horrible looking pin location, but I like the way these pins are defended by these contours on the greens. So with this wind behind us, pitching wedge, don't like how the club is coming back at the moment. I think I've put a fast on that there once again, guys. Surely I must have put a fast on that. If not, I am really pulling things to the left. It did sound like a fast though. I don't feel like I'm swinging fast. So once again, our short game is going to be put to the test. 9 yards, 61 to 68%. Is that going to run out? It's a good chip shot there from the heavy rough, and hopefully we can recover with a nice tap-in par here. But why? Just look at the mounds on these greens here. So we still have a 5-shot lead over Tony Finau, who is through 12 holes. But hole number 4, par 5, really need to score here. Really need to score in these par 5s. They're all relatively short par 5s. That was a far better swing line there. I know I've hit that one true. Landed it exactly where I wanted to land it. It's really going to open up this green now. I would say that wind is probably only about 5-6 mile per hour, so we're going to attack this with a 2-wood, fully loft this up. Pins right at the back of the green. Once again, that is either a fast or a severe pull. I would say that one was a pull to the left. And that's going to give us another flop shot or chip shot. Chip shot is going to be from 13 yards out. The heavy rough is really punishing us here. 65 to 72. Really going to have to aim this down to the left. Just de-lofting this. It's a nice strike. That should start to turn towards the cup. I tell you what, if that sits down, what a shot that is. That is a touch of genius there. And that should set up the first birdie of the round. And we do move to 1 under here on day 3 of the Sony Open 2020. We pick up a 6-shot lead over the AI here as we do move into hole number 5. Par 4, playing 433 yards. This time the wind's in our favour, but the wind has really died down from rounds 1 and 2. We're into single finger woods here. That's a nice strike. That should really kick down this fairway well. I'd like to think we're going to have no more than a 9-iron or pitching wedge here. A lot closer than I expected there. Wow. We are only 95 yards out from the flag, so just going to have to loft this lob wedge up a good bit. Like I say, we're probably looking about 7-8 mile per hour winds here. It's 98 yards to the flag. Yardage should be good, but once again I do... Oh, that was a huge bounce. We got a huge bounce off of that green there. This putt's makeable though. 11-footer is going to turn slightly to the right. Needs to turn. It does turn right into the heart of the cup, and we do pick up back-to-back birdies, and we move to 30 under par. 30 under par for the event. 2 under for today. Hole number 6. This is a really small par 4, but the fairways, as you can see, are really, really tight. This should be a drive and a pitch. Once again, though, I am either putting on fast or severely pulling these shots at times, and that is going to hold up in the light rough. So with that, it's not going to be a pitch shot. Going to have a bit of work to do here. 117 yards out. It's playing, let's say 1-1-5 into the wind. Once again, though, look at the pin position with the contours on these greens. That sounded like a really good clean strike. It should bounce for us. So the greens are playing really inconsistent because the previous shot we got such an aggressive kick with the exact same club. Well, I say the exact same club, it was a wedge. That one sat down really quick and it's left us a 13-foot putt. So I don't think that's going to turn enough. Oh, it does turn enough. And like round 2, the flat stick is on fire. And we do pick up 3 consecutive birdies and move to 3 under for the round. 31 under for the event. But like I say, anything could happen here today or on round 4, where I'm going to be playing with no green grids. I'm looking forward to the challenge. That should be bang on this. It's going to kick out into the fairway. That wind just held me up more than I expected. But sometimes it's really weird playing with the aiming reticle off because you're not exactly 100% certain where you're aiming. But that's left us a 9-iron. It is uphill into the wind. But once again, guys, look at these greens. If you're 3-4 feet left or right of the pin, the ball's just going to disappear away down that slopes. I am really enjoying the challenge of the greens here. So hard to get these dialed in towards the pin. 9 iron again. I think I must have put a fast on that one. I don't think we've hit many greens in regulation this round so far. So we're going to have to flop this out. Going to have to fully loft that up. 75 to 83%. Should run up. Is it going to check up? It does check up a bit quicker than I would have liked, but it's a better flop shot. I think the last time we had a flop shot at the bunker, which was hole 5 or 4, we left ourselves a monster putt, but we do pick up the par there. Tony Finau still sitting at second place on the leaderboard as we do move on to the hardest hole in the course. It is the par 3, 8th, stroke index 1, 179 yards. That's not a bad pin location though, to be honest. I'm just going to deal off this 7 iron into the wind and hope we can kick this on from the fairway. Wow. Wow, what is going on with my game today? My swing must be so off. I'm not sure if that was a slow or a push right or what. But that's the joy of having the shot feedback turned off. I really don't know what's happening. Needs to sit down. Oh, it does sit down fairly well. I'll take that from there because that looked an absolute horrible pin location with the green. As you can see, the slope it was on was always going to go past the pin. This is a tricky putt. Needs to turn. It does turn. And once again, our flat stick is getting us out of tricky situations here. Norwood, the amateur, making moves once again. He's sitting third on the leaderboard, chasing down Tony Finau. Holes 9 and 10, back-to-back par 5s. I really need to make at least birdie here. That was a better swing line. That should put up some prime location for attacking this green in 2. I'm sure we can reach this green in 2. It is raining, guys, believe it or not, but the rain is very subtle in this game. I'm not sure if YouTube picks it up. Unfortunately, this video won't be in 1080p, guys. It'll just be the 720, I am afraid. I've not had time to render this video to that quality. It's been a really busy day for me. So just try it. Oh my goodness, the wind did not move me. I expected that wind to move me more to the right. That ball just went hard left. So it's another flop shot from the bunker. Just going to deal off this a touch. Should have the legs to get up and out. That should release out fairly well. Can sit down anytime you like. And look at the brutality of the greens. That ball was aiming right at the flagstick and it's veered probably about 8 feet off to the left. Straightforward putt though. And we do pick up the birdie. We are making a good run here after a slow start. We are now 4 under through the front 9. So hole number 10, a really short par 5 this one, playing 525 yards. Such an eagle opportunity here in this hole. Sounded like a really good clean strike, and it looks like a good clean strike. Should work well right down that fairway for us. Probably going to be a hybrid into this. See, 208 yards, wind behind us. Let's come down to the 5 iron. So just looking to run this on from the fairway, just lofting this up. I need to land this on the fairway and let it run on. That's a good strike. Can come down anytime now. It's long. That was clearly a fast. Had to be a fast. So my swing tempo must be clearly off today. This is going to be a monster putt for eagle. Up 35 feet. Slightly uphill, I'm going to say. It's saying it's level, but I would say it looks uphill going by the way the green's running off. It's going to put a bit of extra power in this one. Should start to turn. Didn't turn as much as I expected, but we are going to have about a 6 to 7 foot putt for birdie. Oh, 4 feet. Nothing much in that one, and it does drop right into the heart. Off the cup. And we do move to 5 under. 33 under for the event. Tony Finau is in the clubhouse at 9 under. Good round from him. But ideally, I would like a 10 or 12 shot lead minimum going into the 4th round, guys, because it's going to be so much fun. You don't want to miss round 4 where I'm playing this event with no green grids. It's veering slightly left again. Need a kick here. Just hugs, and I mean just hugs onto the left hand side of that fairway. So it is going to be a pitch shot from 79 yards out. Should have enough club here with a wind behind us. This should be good. Should run up and then sit down. Didn't bite at all. Did not bite at all. That is going to be probably about a 9-foot putt. 7-foot putt. It's got a bit of a turn to the right, this one. We are rattling these putts in, guys. Really dropping these putts with force. 34 under. But like I say, the more of a lead I have going into the final round, the better. It's another short par 4 here. Swung that one really, really well. You can normally tell, or I can tell, by the sound of the impact on the ball if you've put a fast on it or not. Like I say, that's why I enjoy playing with the shot feedback turned off, because I don't know how I'm swinging. Gap wedge all day long here. This should be right at the flagstick. Should bounce out and sit down. But wow, once again, the greens are so inconsistent here. That sat down on a 10 pence. Sometimes we're getting firm, aggressive kicks out, then it sits down. But other times like that, that ball sat down quick as you like, but we do convert the birdie putt. We move to 7 under for the round. It's just about putting distance now between myself and the AI. Just looking to use this slope here. So I'm going to fully loft up this 5 hybrid. In fact, that looks too long. I think, yeah, we're going to have to come down to the 5 iron. Just going to de-loft this. Try and use that slope and take this towards the green. And then up towards the pin. It should kick on nicely from the front. We're definitely going to find that slope, and it should start to work away then back into the pin, looking at things. Come on, turn. Should really start to turn now. Trying its best to turn back, but that's a really good approach shot from the tee box. It's no gimme here from 8 feet. This one is going to turn quite a fair bit from the left to right. Oh, it's another beautiful putt. And we do drop that for the birdie, and we are now 8 under. We have picked things up. Thomas Peters making moves. But absolutely delighted for Russell Knox. What a round he had yesterday in tough conditions. I mean, 5 under. He was level par after round 1. He's really put himself into contention. My tip, Webb Simpson. He is 3 under after shooting 4 under yesterday. Abraham Answer still there and thereabouts. I think he's 1 over. But really looking forward to rounds 3 and 4. Especially round 4 on the virtual side of things on the channel, where I am going to be playing with no green grids. So just de-lofting this Sam wedge. It's a severe slope protecting that pin location there. If we are short of the green, it won't make it on. It's going to be a long left. That's another fast, clearly another fast. But there's the inconsistencies of the wedges once again, where it's bouncing out aggressively. But in all fairness, I think we did catch that downhill slope where we're that far along. So a tough putt from 26 feet is up 1 foot. It is breaking both ways here. I'm just favouring the right hand side. It should start to turn back. And I tell you something, our putting is on fire. Absolute on fire. I'm glad one part of my game has been consistent this round. JB Holmes making moves on the leaderboard as well. So we do move into hole 15. We are 9 under, despite not playing too well today, clearly not swinging well at times. I'm absolutely delighted to be 9 under. That was a cracking tee shot. That's going to end up right down the middle. It should kick to the right here. There we go. And that's going to leave us 161 yards into this flag stick with the wind. Once again, it's so hard to get dialed into these pins with the slopes and the greens. This green really swings round from the left to right, so just setting us down the left hand side. That wind should bring us back a bit, but it's not. It's going to be long, but it should start to turn towards the green. But so long past the pin there. So I'm clearly putting on fasts. Not happy with my swing tempo today at all. 17 footer. This is a makeable putt, to be honest. Just need to keep my swing line straight here. That should turn back. It does turn back. We do move to 10 under for the round, 38 under. We've currently got a 12-shot lead over Tony Finau, who is in the clubhouse, with 3 holes to play. I'll gladly take par here. I'll need that 12 shots going into the final round, trust me, because these greens look absolutely so tough to read. And like I say, I've struggled to get near the pins through rounds 1, 2 and 3 on the majority of the holes. It's going left again. I don't think that was a fast. This should start to turn back towards the pin. I didn't mean to send out as far left as that, but it's worked out fairly well. Been rewarded with a 7-foot putt. Just going to play this firm. And we do move to 11 under par here on day 3, aka moving day of the 2020 Sony Open in Hawaii. And we've got a 13-shot lead at the moment with 2 holes to play. This is championship winning form, this one, guys. This is how you've got to play and putt. It's not all about your swing, because clearly I've struggled with my swing today, but I'm still shooting insane scores in medium wind conditions. We should just nestle up here. Oh no, we've actually run out the fairway, so we are going to be in the light rough. 133 yards out. Thankfully my putting today has been absolutely top notch, so we're just going to have to loft this pitching wedge up. That wind and slope's going to take us to the right. I like the way this is tracking. This should bounce out and sit down. And that's probably one of our better approach shots in the round that came from the light rough. But this is a straightforward little 3-footer. We've really picked things up these last 5-6 holes. We're now 12 under, moving into the final hole of moving day, and it is a really simple par 5, this one. If you're not birdieing this, you're coming off the course disappointed. It is the easiest hole on the course. Would love to pick up eagle here. This is probably going to be about a 6 iron. 5 iron at worst into this green. Let me see what 5 iron is. Just going to deal off this a touch. Once again, looking to kick this on from the front of the green or the fairway. It's a great strike. Green should kick us to the right here. I might not even have the legs actually to get up there. It doesn't. I'm surprised at that. Surprised that that came up so short. But I'll take the chip shot from 9 yards. We can fully loft this up and just be so aggressive with this one. This is going to be a pin seeker. Checks up fairly well. We're going to have a 3 to 4 foot putt for the birdie here. This would be 13 under and give us a good lead going into the final round, where we're going to be playing with no aids on whatsoever. So 13 under. We do have a 14-shot lead here over the chasing pack. But that is it for moving day here at the Sony 2020 Open, guys. I hope you enjoyed the round. If you did, please smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow for round 4. Until then, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.